Awakening programming. Program Kowalski, ready and scanning. Warning, detected threat. Threat level scanning. Threat level scan complete. Warning. Appearing to be end-of-the-world class scenario if allowed to be spread and not criticized. Awakening. Protocol. A free man or not.
Fuck! Kowalski, you massive cunt!
Warning.
What did you do that for?
Warning.
Threat? Wait, let me shake this shit. Oh no! I thought this was dealt with! Oh shit! We're in so much trouble! They're gonna fuck us sideways! Ah! Get yourself together, you motherfucker. Oh, we're live.
Hey guys, Freeman here. You're probably rightfully thinking, Freeman, how could you dare to watch this video when you have never played the game? You're not epic like the rest of us. You don't deserve a place here, you scum. While I normally would tell you to go and bury your head in the deck plating, I would personally say, however, in this occasion that you're right. I'm the one in wrong here. I'm the one that needs to change my ways. Because, you see, I'm not epic. I need to be epic. Otherwise, I cannot join the Fortnite special dance club at my school that they have after 5. Where snacks are always included. I won't do this journey myself, though. I'm going to take my trustworthy AI companion for this, Kowalski. So, let's go into it.
Kowalski, this fucking intro takes forever. Can't we skip it?
It is possible.
Fucking do it then. We gotta get into the good stuff.
So here's our aforementioned John Connor of this movie. He starts off with his daily breakfast consisting of popcorn, because that's healthy. Then he goes out to play basketball, and then goes inside again to watch his favorite show. Relatively normal everything so far. But everything doesn't stay that way, though. He then looks out the window to see UNSC Operative 117, John, and CUNT Operative Contilda. They display their love for each other, and then go into the sunrise, I suppose? I mean, he just woke up. But then again, this is Fortnite. So yeah, I can't make heads or tails of it. You know what? Kowalski, analyze.
Analyzing. Analysis complete. Warning. Cancer exposure detected.
I'm not even halfway surprised. And so our lovable furry goes out in the world to find himself a GF. In all due honesty, I'm not entirely certain how you get a girlfriend in Fortnite. I knew how you did it back in old days of RuneScape, but that required you to have a proper amount of coin. Perhaps in Fortnite you need V-Bucks. But instead he goes the exact opposite direction and decides that he's gonna dance his lady into his arms. Which doesn't work and he gets mocked. This is not surprising considering the fact that you're not a fucking bird. And instead she rightfully fucks off to ride the Chadmobile. In the same vein, this allows us to answer the oldest question in Aztec history, asked by TikTok himself, being why does good girls like bad guys? There's your answer, because Fortnite and V-Bucks. Our main man goes to the only person he thinks can help him in his troubling time, and that is John Wick. John Wick, however, is not gonna give himself lightly. Through the voice of Voiceover Pete, he tells our main protagonist that he must give something great in sacrifice in order to ensure that he can get the love of his life. And that would be his credit card. He gives his over and then leaves. John Wick laughs in his back, but what John Wick doesn't realize, that our protagonist didn't give him his own credit card. It was his mother's. He tries again and again, and fails again and again. And I have to just say, if even a fucking succubus does not want you, then you've done something fucking wrong. Probably because he sold his soul to John Wick. You remember in the early sessions of the video when I said I thought this shit was dealt with? There was a good reason why I thought it was dealt with. Because Pyrocynical made a video on this channel in the past in a video they made. And that one was better made than this one, because they had actual voice actors so you could tell what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I actually haven't blurred out any people talking. It's just no one is talking. It's a French fucking mime show all the way through. It becomes so bad that even Pyrocynical himself has to jump into the video to save this man. Because what he doesn't realize is that if he gets a girlfriend, he will break his vow to the gods of No Nut November. So Pyrocynical saves him by exiling him to the desert. This should be for his own good, and he should stay there and die. Do you remember the early sessions of this video? When Kowalski said that this could cause an end-of-the-world class scenario? He was serious about that. You know what? Kowalski, explain.
Explaining. End-of-the-world class scenario will be launched if following procedures were to be conducted. Nutting on No Nut November. This month has been declared evidence for God's existence, because if one is to nut during this month, God will destroy humanity.
Do you understand now what it is that I'm trying to do here? I'm not trying to get comedy out of this video. I'm trying to save humanity from a guy who's about to ruin it for everyone on No Nut November. And I'm not gonna let that happen. Never. Let's finish this movie. For humanity. Then he gets stuck in this desert and becomes the proverbial Moses of this story. He also tries to talk to a bush, but it just appears that it's Samuel L. Jackson that is pranking him. Then he enters an abandoned town. Inside there's a woman. The woman immediately gets claimed by Mr. Steal Your Girl, and he fucks off home crying. On the road home, he discovers a random car shop, which he enters. However, he discovers that he's not alone. He discovers the one. Because he had the V-Bucks to spend. She was obscured. Because of the fact that he had the V-Bucks to bring, she was never noticed. But now, he found his true love, Default Skin. They start to race each other, have a good time, and then crash the cars and die. Upon resurrection, they simply laugh at the entire situation. And as they're about to run into the sunset, John Wick is laughing his ass off behind him because he managed to scam this idiot on all V-Bucks he had for absolutely nothing in gain. And that's the end of the movie! No, seriously, that's it! Bye-bye, pussy! That's it! I'm left with more questions than answers, and at this point in time, I'm also having a furious boner. And I'm not even understanding why this actually was made. Seriously, don't they have voice actors to do this anymore? Did they tell them to fuck off because they couldn't pay them the amount of V-Bucks they were requesting? What makes me the most sad is the fact that this movie has over 9 million views. Why can't I have over 9 million views? I put way more effort into it than these guys do, and I don't even push it to 10 minutes. Although now I'm trying. And now I suppose I can just simply end this with a rating. 1 V-Buck out of how many V-Bucks you get for $9.99. It's plotless, it's weird, and it doesn't make sense. The Silent Man was a slight bit better than this, but that's not by a long shot. And hey, here we are. At the end of the day, you might consider this to be, effortless content, and I see where you're coming from most definitively. But there's clearly a market for this, and as such, they're gonna continue to produce to said market. And I don't despise them for that. But I will be honest, the last one was just slightly better, considering the fact that it was actually voiced. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. I don't even play the game, so who am I to say anything? Thank you all so much for watching. Share the video around, like and subscribe. And if you do, you'll become a free mankin today. Bye bye.
Kowalski, analyze!
Going anal.